calibration setup where we have Tektronix AFG 31000 series, which is a 150 megahertz bandwidth function generator, arbitrary function generator, which have one single output, and it can have various different types of signals: continuous, modulation, sweep, and burst. It can also generate different type of arbitrary waveforms. Second, we have this 8.5 digit high precision multimeters, using which we can test your power supply decade boxes for resistance, voltage, current, and many other component measurements. The third instrument, we have Keithley source and measurement unit, which is we can use as a very precise source of 200 volt, and we can do the 2-wire and 4-wire precision measurements. Using this model, we can test and measurement on your multimeters, your any third measurement devices. This one is iTech electronics load, which have 300 watt ratings of 120 volt, 60 ampere. This is the capacity, so we can check power supply for their operation and the testing. So these 4 instruments we have as a calibration setup. So let us start with oscilloscope calibration, where we can put different frequency and we can verify the bandwidth of this oscilloscope and the voltage ratings. So oscilloscope is basically defined as a bandwidth at -3 dB level. So we can, using this function generator, we can generate, start with let us start with 1 kilohertz, volt peak to peak signal, and we start output on. Do auto set over here. We can add measurement. Peak to peak. So we are getting 1 kilohertz, sorry 100 kilohertz. Okay, so it is showing we have to change the attenuation factor at 1x because we are using single BNC without any attenuation.
So we got here 100K and 1.04 volt.
1.03.
03.
Peak to peak, whereas we set it 1 volt peak to peak. So we can say it is within the permittable limit, because this instrument has plus minus 3% basic accuracy. So to 1 volt plus minus 3%, it is within the range. So you can start different frequency and see the bandwidth, whether it is giving this is a 70 megahertz. So you can, let's start with, we can see at what bandwidth this amplitude start dropping. So ideally up to 70 megahertz it should drop, it should not drop less more than -3 dB level.
So it is there.
Now we are giving 10 megahertz. Still we are having 1 volt, 1.02. So these readings we need to note it down while we are calibrating any equipment. So as I said, calibration is a 2 different steps. Procedure is there. One is validation and another is adjustment. So both these activity together we conclude that it is a calibration process. Now what presently we are doing, it is a validation. Validations means the measurement device, the DUT which we are trying to calibrate, we are taking the measurement from that and we are verifying that whether these measurements are within the specification of that DUT or not. Because every equipment will be having a published data sheet where the manufacturer gives you the complete specification details. They declare the accuracy level. So we have to verify that our measurement, whether those measurements are within that range or not. So we can note down all those steps measurement. So this is what we are presently doing. It is a manual measurement. In a big industry, they also do the automated measurements where they involve all equipment will be connected to a centralized PC with the software where all those data will be collected automatically. But since here we have started on a basic level, so we are doing the manual calibration. So we have to write down all those data points manually, what output I am giving, and on the DUT what measurement I am getting. So we have to just see that all the measurement has to be within the range. So till 10 megahertz we are getting the result. So now you can see there is a drop of around 16 millivolt. Let us give time to stabilize this, or maybe we can readjust the scaling factor and see the measurement. So we are getting peak to peak at 1.02. Still we are in the within the range. Now let us give some 30 megahertz range. So we are experiencing a drop of 8 millivolt, which is still within the frequency specified range. Let's do one of 50 megahertz. Let's do on the highest frequency of
So this arbitrary signal generator can generate signal up to
150 megahertz.
150 megahertz.
So we have a at least double my frequency of my DUT. So we have a better range and accuracy of my source as a source of the signal. So this is 70 megahertz. So we can calibrate or validate oscilloscope up to, this is recommended, you can up to 100 megahertz. So up to 150 megahertz is the generator. So we can calibrate or validate up to that much of frequency, bandwidth of the oscilloscope. So that is one process that you can verify the bandwidth of an oscilloscope. And also we can see the measurement because this is having a 14 digit resolution. So I am giving 70. So you can verify that. Let's say 15.3 megahertz. So you are getting the fraction measurement, like instead of giving a round like megahertz, we are giving 15.3. So this measurement accuracy is also maintaining. So it is showing 15. Maybe at some higher frequency and lower frequency we can verify. So we are getting
50.12. Same.
can also verify on a lower frequency, maybe 112 kilohertz. So we are getting within the range, like it is 111.9 or 112, it is on that point. And you can also verify with the lower amplitude. This will give 500. This generator can be used for various other applications where we can have different signal pattern like sine, square, any pulse generation also it can be done. We can also verify any devices which take as a modulation signal, so we can define different modulation. So this supports AM modulation, FM, PM, FSK, and with the sine wave. So these different modulation it can generate. So any devices or any say trainer keys that you are using, so you can give with this standard signal and see those trainer keys are working in proper condition or not with the AM trainer, with a standard known AM signal. And you can verify with the output whether it is working accordingly or not. So it can be used as a different multiple applications, not only the only oscilloscope, it can be used different multiple other duties also for testing. We are just validating the output voltage of the DC power supply. We have set at 4.5 volt from the supply, and we are measuring on a 8.5 digit high precision multimeter. So the value we are getting it is 4.4932, so which is within the limit, we can say. So this is a fixed output, 5 volt. We are set at 5.47, we are getting 5.46411, that variation. So we can say it is also again within the range. So second output is plus minus 15 volt terminals, where we are set at 12.2 volt, and we are connected on a minus side, so we are getting
minus of
if I connect positive side also, we are getting the same 12.33. This is terminal for
किलो means
5 किलो, जबकि हम यहाँ पे रखा है 2, it should be 50 now.
ग्राउंड ये है ना सर?
Too short is setting. So we are just measuring, validating on multimeters on DC voltage. So we are generating from the source meter some DC voltage value, and we are measuring on the multimeter to cross verify the measurement accuracy of this multimeter. So presently we given 1 volt from this source meter, and we are measuring in the multimeter on a DC mode. It is showing 1 volt as a precise measurement of, we just we are giving 10 volt now, output on. So we are getting 9.999, and we are getting in the multimeter also 10 volt. Let us try with some millivolt range. Millivolt. So here also we are getting 100 millivolts on the measurement. So we can verify that this DMM is working from millivolt to volt range on a specified limit. And now do source current.
वो वहाँ से
Just sorry. I'm stuck. Current will last. Current will range.
फ्यूज गया होगा उसका।
DC input. It's not ticking. इसका current range का issue है.
फ्यूज गया होगा शायद।
So you just make sure कि it should not give some input. जैसा आप power supply से कुछ connect कर दिया.
अच्छा।
It gives the output and measure. So something cannot be put it as an input. जैसा कि टर्मिनल से स्टूडेंट्स के सामने कि मीन्स इफ दे जोड़ा हुआ है एंड देन सम टाइम एसी में लगा दिया अंदर ओके वोल्टेज मेजरमेंट लुकिंग एट डीएमएम सोच के सो इट विल गेट डैमेज एंड रिपेयरिंग कॉस्ट इज so this meter itself cost around 4.5 lakhs.
ओके।
These are calibration equipment. This DMM, it is an 8.5 digit DMM. आप कौन सा भी कैलिब्रेशन लैब में जाएंगे जैसा कि ERTL, IDMI, AutoCal, Godrej Locking, they are using these meters on their calibration setup. So 8.5 digit is the highest DMM. So till now we have seen oscilloscope measurement verification using this source frequency source. Then using this DMM you can calibrate or verify your any source like